Alright, welcome back to the vlog. It's another beautiful morning here in Sunrise Land. Today we're matched up with a couple friends here over at Family Mart, and we're about to head to Daikoku.
Good morning.
Got Nicholas.
What's up?
What's up, Nick? How's the car?
So, I got a bad wheel bearing, and I'm gonna drive to Daikoku on it. So, fingers crossed we don't lose a wheel on the way there.
What's going on, Damien?
What's up?
So, you just got your car back, right?
I did.
Tell me about it.
It's got a fresh coat of paint.
Damn!
And it's the same color. Now it says Toyota on the front, like it's supposed to.
Yeah, something to point out about Damien, he's a real stickler for keeping things 1980s fresh.
I gotta keep the original JDM only paint scheme. Cannot find this paint scheme in America. So.
What makes this JDM only?
Apparently this two-tone is not available in America. This two-tone was only available in Japan. So it was actually kind of a pain in the ass to look up the color codes for it, because I had to go through Japanese manuals to find it. But yeah.
So, I'm already here till April. I might be here till May. What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Who did you meet?
Noriaro.
Oh.
That's not Noriaro's signature, that's fake.
Yeah, you wrote that on yourself because you want to feel cool.
Like that.
Yeah, spicy boy. Alright, so it looks like everyone's here. We're about to roll out, get some rolling shots, and then we'll meet up at Daikoku for Supercar Sunday.
got Hakosukas.
All right, we got Hakosukas here. All right. Well, we just had the camera off, or we had the microphone off just recently. I didn't realize that this external microphone that we're using, actually, like right here, I don't know if you can see it. Right here. Yeah, get owned.
Yeah.
Kind of sucked.
Didn't you get
But yeah. Yeah, Kide, as they say. 2 matching Hakosuka. But they both have RS8 Watanabes. They both got rear fender flares. Yeah, nice wide ones in the back. A little bit of stretch. Give that nice look that we like.
I've always been a huge fan of fender mirrors.
Yes.
Yes. You sometimes see chasers with them too, and I love them. Or like the Japanese taxis, they have fender mirrors.
Yep. Exactly.
Huge fan. They don't look good on everything, but when they make them right.
You think they look good on my FD?
Actually, yeah, probably.
Just like nice little subtle ones like this. I think those would look good on an FD.
Like, I think most 90s cars and most like old prior to 90s have, like, if you can put fender mirrors on them, they look good. But like something like this would look ridiculous with a fender mirror.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gotta, like, it has to be contemporary to its period in time.
Yeah, exactly.
But wow. Damn. These are cool.
Yeah, they are.
I like the cream interior.
Yeah, right?
I don't think I've ever seen this Esprit with the cream interior.
These are
I don't usually ever see it in like this, either blue or black over here.
This one's got a blue too.
Yeah, so I usually see them, like this one right here, I usually see them with the blue interior or the black interior.
Yeah. Oh wow, wait a sec. This is a American model.
Oh. Yeah.
Either.
Wow, my brain didn't even like make that connection. So yeah, this one's left-hand drive and this one's right-hand drive. So this one must be imported. I'm not going to show the license plate.
Well, so it could either be an American or it could be a French, because I think the French drive on the other side, don't they? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know there's some European country that drives on the opposite side of everybody else, but
it could be France. I don't know.
I don't remember. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Don't eat us alive, YouTube, please. Please don't murder us. We're good people. I think we saw this Aventador earlier.
Yeah.
Chrome wheels, very flashy, very Tokyo. And check this McLaren, which I'm not very familiar on my McLarens. Which one is this?
I think this is a 602.
The 602?
Oh, it's a 600 LT.
600 LT?
Yeah. I think this is a hybrid.
Oh, it's a hybrid. Yeah. So it's somewhat like the P1 then.
Yeah, I think so. I once again, don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about McLarens.
Yeah.
I know I really like them.
Yeah, we're kind of out of our element here because we really only know about cars we can afford, which are usually like
that S13.
Like that S13 over there. Nice. That thing's clean.
Or that S14 right there.
Or that I know personally about that clapped out S14. Yeah. I helped that dude get it back together when he crashed it on the toge. Yeah. And I don't know. So it's like, sorry if we're not getting it right, but I know at least you guys get to see the cars. It's cool.
It's pretty cool, but yeah.
Not as cool as this not Civic Type R.
Yeah, this is the most Type R, non-Type R I've ever seen. If you would just glance at it, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's Type R. But then you don't have the triple trumpets.
You're missing one. So that's an indicator. Obviously, it doesn't have the badge, but you know, people debadge things for some reason.
But this is everything out of the catalog of Honda, because I mean, he even has like Honda's door handles and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, is that part of the catalog, or there's like purely aftermarket?
No. So that's one of those things that, like, when you go to Tokyo Auto Salon, the manufacturers always give you like catalogs and stuff, and they always have like just random bits of like whatever you want. Like they have like the door guards and stuff that have like the manufactured branding and like door handle covers and stuff like that. Like the aftermarket support from the factory in Japan is ridiculous. Some manufacturers do that in the States too, but here it's like insane.
All right, so we're gonna check out a few more supercars, and then maybe get some coffee. Yep, another NSX, but this one is the Veilside kit. It looks very similar to the one that was in Tokyo Drift, I think, in that parking garage scene.
I mistaked it for a Ferrari.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it from the back. It's got the neochromed wheels. I don't know what brand that is. They are dished. That's like a sneaker and a half. Oh, Atlanta. Honestly, looks pretty good. Though I'm a big fan of how NSXs look. You know, just from factory.
I mean, you can tell even from like taking this one and then what we saw earlier is just like how much different it is. I almost prefer the stock NSX from this. Like,
yeah,
this,
for sure.
This has its own appreciation, especially like being like an early 2000s body kit and everything, like Tokyo Drift and what it's done for the car community. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the style.
Yeah, but you know, I still appreciate it. I still think this is a very pretty car.
And it's, the Veilside kit's actually really good.
We're not purists by any stretch of the word or the imagination. Oh, hello. But we both I think prefer kind of like the way that they looked from factory a little bit more, like the stylings that the original engineer put in, like the designer and everything, the team that came together to make it look that way. I think that's honestly like the best way. That's why I keep my RX-7 kind of the way that it looks right now. But yeah, I guess the only way you can tell this thing's still an NSX is you look at like the roof line right here, the way it comes down, because that's like really hard to change. It's like when you see like an S13 with a Ferrari body kit, and you're like, oh, cool, wait, hold on. And then you're like, oh, it's like...
I know that roof line from somewhere.
It's like, oh, that roof line looks kind of familiar, and then it says like RPS 13 or something on that.
A little bit more German engineering here.
And I think this one's the Cayman Spider?
Yeah.
Cayman Spider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, it says Spider right there. So Cayman Spider. Meet the 718 Spider. Okay. What is this one? A GT3?
GT3,
This one's a GT3. Yes. Oh man, when I was working at a Porsche dealership, these were my favorite things to come in because the service writer who was working there was really cool, and he'd give me the keys and he'd go, "Hey, I need it for a test drive when it came in for an oil change." I know that sounds kind of shitty, but when you're 19 years old and really into cars, you know, it's kind of like a miracle. And this was definitely one of the fastest cars I've taken.
We definitely need to do the Porsche front end swap on the S13, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that actually does look good. When on the topic of making cars look like they're not, the Porsche 180s look pretty cool.
Although, you know what another cool thing about the GT3 is they came stock with a
yeah, the cage, and it's even like it's even dimpled too. Yeah. They've got plates welded in between, and it's dimpled.
I really like the color.
And it's crash tested. It's crash tested with a cage in it.
Yeah. These things
I would hope it would do well. But this one's it's also a GT3. I think the jump from GT3 to GT2 was like, was it $50,000 more?
Yeah.
And this one already doesn't have like door handles or anything. It's little pull strings just to get it open. And moving on, we got R32s. Nice.
Is that paper in that guy's grill?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, right? And you still got like a bunch of paper sticky badges and stuff. I'm actually really pleased to see that there's so many like R32s still on the road today. After 25 years, they haven't been shipped out to the States or stolen by the Russian mafia and then shipped off to wherever. Well, like, there's still a lot of people, and a lot of them are actually the guys that originally bought them as well. They're just not going to sell them.
Yeah.
That's cool to see because I'll just be driving around and then I just see R32 and an R32 and an R32.
And it's especially cool to see one like this where it has everything in stock. Like,
well, yeah, it's everything stock except those are B&R 34 wheels.
well, yeah. And, I mean, it's all like manufacturer correct stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the same thing I'm doing with mine.
Nice, clean.
But it's got an S21 wheel.
Yeah, nice, clean, unmolested body. Obviously, things are going to age, like the seals around the door trim. You know, that's really hard to find. Though I think Nissan is actually making a lot of these parts again.
They are. Oh wow.
Damn, boys, thick.
That's wide. I actually kind of like it without the spoiler back. It kind of sags down.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly like FDs with wings, but not like this.
That kit looks good though. Without a wing on that, it looks kind of like a Miata actually.
Yeah.
Still very pretty.
I'll be honest. I know what a Hakosuka is, right? And I know what a Datsun 510 is in the States and whatnot. But I honestly couldn't tell you all of the little intricate things that like separate them.
I know more about those in the back than I do these, and that's kind of sad because these are beautiful cars.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone loves these though.
These started it. I mean, like from the racing series in Japan where they had tracks here and they were trying to win their own races and they couldn't. This car started winning those races and set the line for everything.
If you had a time machine, go back in time to old Fuji Speedway and watch these things just rip around there.
Like the Europeans,
and then maybe crash because it was also the most dangerous track at the time.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like this is the car that like the Europeans were absolutely dominating racing in like the 60s and 70s and 50s and whatever. And this is the car in Japan that set Japan as like being able to actually compete against the Europeans.
Yeah.
And like this is the car that started it all. Like all the Japanese race cars and all the cool cars you see that come out of here. This is the car that started it. It's like lots of history.
All right, so we've seen some supercars, we've seen some other stuff. Let's look at our friends' cars because we all rolled out here together.
Yeah.
There was like almost 20 of us.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. That was one of the biggest groups that we had rolled out with. But anyways, this is Adam's Mark II JZX 100. He just put these little canards on him last night. I think it looks pretty good.
Definitely suits it. I really like the paint job on his car too. You really don't see this at all, but he's got the sparkles in it.
Yeah, so this was done by 884.
Yeah.
Right in Ayase. Yonochi, Hayashi, Kenny. They do a really good job. They really try to support Gaijin as well as they can.
Yeah.
They were actually the ones who repainted Damien's car, and that came out great too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And for a decent price too. Because how much did you pay for your car?
So yeah, I got mine done in a shop in Zama, and I paid $3,800 for my paint job.
And Damien, how much did you pay for your paint job?
My paint job was only $2.5 grand. So
yeah, so $2,500.
Pretty hooked up.
That's a pretty good deal, and it looks
it's beautiful. And they repaired plastic. They set all the pinstriping and stuff. They hand pinstriped that.
Yeah.
They rebadged everything and like it's.
They removed all the rust, which is the most important.
Yeah, part. And you had a lot of rust on there. So they did all that and rust work, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah. I'm not complaining with my paint job too much, but I definitely could have taken it day 4 and gotten something probably a lot better.
Even Hayashi even did this one, which is actually pretty cool. I actually like this quite a bit.
Tell us about your car.
It's blue. It's mostly stock, you know. The loud exhaust, nah, not really. Oh, there's tape right here holding this light on. The turbo is from like a 06 Legacy. It's a little more powerful, 400 horsepower. So the clutch is giving out, so I can't race no more.
You're really playing up this car.
This is to pull fat bitches, or if you have a skateboard, just hang on.
Hey, so we were just talking about your car, Adam. What do you have for turbos in? I know that you just put in new turbos from Tomei. What else are you running in it?
Oh, it didn't?
Not really?
No, it's stock turbo.
Is it really stock turbo?
Yeah, it's just the steel wheel upgrade. I mean, it's filthy, but
yeah,
it's just a single stereo down there.
Well, this isn't a garage queen. This isn't a show car. This is something that you actually take out and rip on togays at the track. Why is he Jake braking going uphill?
Because that's Decatur style.
He just hold the Jake brake.
Hey, Decatur style.
You ever watch they put in those trucks? They have like hundreds of thousands of dollars equivalent into those trucks.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's
dude.
ridiculous.
Those are some people's lives, man. They just
Like,
live in those trucks.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Nick. So this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah, so
Tell me about this car.
they only ever made like 1,500 of these, and they're the Gravel Express. They're just like the spin-off of the GF8s, and it comes factory with the bash bar in the front, and it comes factory with the spare tire in the back. And yeah, these things are pretty sick. Other than that, they're pretty much the exact same as the GF8. Like that one, same output, same engine, everything else. They just had a slightly different body kit, and they were slightly higher.
That guy's still going.
He's still hitting it. All the way up.
These things are pretty sick. They're pretty hard to find. Like, I was actually, when I found out that I was coming to Japan, I had considered like looking for one of these things, but they're really hard to find. So.
Even says it on the back, Gravel Express. Full GTR, no mod. All clean. And it's this guy's.
It's hard to keep a white car clean.
Yeah.
This is very clean.
Is there anything you'd like to say about your car?
Bought it from 19K.
19K?
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. I feel like the price is gonna spike again soon.
Especially with how much value is going up, like
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea to buy a GTR.
I'm
But
saying
not
it
now, but I mean,
Yeah. I'm saying it right now that when these laws come into effect and that cars aren't being sold with gasoline engines anymore, the prices are going to rise
oh yeah.
dramatically. Everyone's going to have that fear of missing out, and they're going to own that car they've always wanted. And this is definitely a car that people have always wanted,
Yeah.
especially in the States. Even though there's still so many of them coming over, like the price is never going to go down. Tell us about this claptrap. Sponsor.
We're scared to be behind this thing.
Rapid Style does not condone these actions. Oh man. Special
Evo 4 intercooler.
Evo 4 intercooler because he crashed it.
I don't even see it.
Smashed up the Blitz, so we had to rob one from an Evo 4 just to get him back in the game. What are your plans? What do you do? What do you want to do?
It's a drift missile, so you know, shred. That's it.
Shred?
Shred.
Shred where?
Shred everywhere.
Even by like Japanese drifting standards? Like cars out here? This is pretty clapped.
Dude, you know, I look like every clap 240 on it, bro. You know, you just gotta live up to the stereotype.
Is it more or less clapped than the S13?
It's definitely less clapped.
Yeah, definitely less clap.
Your S13's back end is like this. So we're rolling around. It's almost the end of the event. A couple of other cars showing up. Most are leaving.
It's about the end of it's about noon here right now, and it's about the end of like what goes on.
Yeah.
Being Supercar Sunday, you know, everybody has their Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and they roll out, and then they go and hit the Wangan and Aqualine, yeah.
Yeah, they usually make a big circle.
It's expensive though. The Aqualine, it's like $100.
Yeah.
To go back and forth.
To go, yeah, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about $50 each way.
It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty neat. You get to go underneath the channel, and it's pretty cool. But I don't know what thinking Shake Shack.
Yeah. So we're actually gonna roll up for lunch. Some of the guys had to leave. They had other things to do today, but most of these guys are still here. So we're planning to cruise out. Maybe we'll go to Shake Shack. You know.
That's actually
Yokohama.
a really big car spot. There's a lot of videos around the Minato Mirai Shake Shack, so maybe we'll see some cool stuff over there. I know there's a few shops, and there's typically like a lot of like tuner cars and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll kind of see what's going on and maybe fit in a little bit. But before we go, we have a classic example of an NSX right here.
You know, we had to end it on a clean note.
Yeah, of course. So, you don't really see a lot of NSXs, unfortunately.
Yeah, you think that you'd see a whole lot more here in Japan, but honestly, this is one of the cleaner ones I've seen. That's in stock form, nothing done to it, even the stock wheels.
Yeah, it's got, the interior's super nice. It's really hard to see, but you can, it's completely stock. Not even the steering wheel's been replaced. The only interior modification, I mean, even the head unit in this, you can kind of see it, is still the stock head unit. It's a very clean example of an NSX. Nothing like that Veilside one we saw earlier.
Yeah. Man, you just gotta love like the original taillight design on this thing.
Very cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I know that's very applicable now because the game just came out, but like it would fit so well in like a dystopian future. This car is very, very clean. It's a nice thing to see, like old Japanese cars that haven't been really messed with. It's very resto mod in a way, especially with how old these cars are becoming. It's kind of difficult to find one that's not been messed with, especially like with nothing done to it. Like, you know, brake calipers, like that's one thing that people always swap out, and this has the factory brake calipers and stuff like that. Like the interior is completely factory.
And the paint is,
yeah.
I can't see any signs of this being a respray. If it is, it's a really good respray, but yeah, the paint is flawless.
But it's such a beautiful car, and it's so nice to see that like something like this has been taken care of, and that there's very few modifications in reality.
At least one exists, you know?
Yeah.
Because like as time goes on, these are like, people are gonna crash them at the track, or you know, they're gonna get modded out or something like that, or they might rust out. But like, at least we have a couple nice examples to take us into this new digital electric future.
It also looks like this has like a few Japanese modifications. And I say that like, if you look, I don't know if you can see the reflection here. You can see a PIAA logo. Yeah, right here. That's aftermarket horns. That's a really popular thing in Japan.
It's interesting.
And I think the exhaust is also aftermarket. It kind of looked like from the tips it wasn't factory.
It's interesting how many aftermarket horns there are in Japan. Like that's such a popular. Even my FD like has aftermarket horns for some reason. Like why do you really need to mod horns? Are you using it that often?
That's very Japanese though.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so nice to see something like this. So well taken care of.
So anyways, looks like we're just about done here. Things are kind of unwinding. We're gonna roll out. We're gonna go run to Mina Tomidai from here, which is, you know, just west and up. And we're gonna go to Shake Shack and see if there's anything going on there and get some lunch, and then call it a day.
We came to Yokohama.
Get some Shake Shack, right? But there's no easy way to park in Yokohama. And so I gave Nick point. He took us, maybe like 12 cars, into this tiny little garage with downward spiraling. You know, all of us are like low boys. Nice slope. And so there's so many cars right now trying to hit this turnstile and then pull in. And you ever see that Brent's car was too crapped out?
Yeah, it's too low, so they wouldn't let him park inside there. My car has a camera attached to it, and he wouldn't let me park in there because it was sticking out. So I parked in a handicap spot over there. Nice. This is chaos.
This is legit.
We're trapping Japanese people in here, by the way. This is chaos. We just picked the worst place to like go into, dude.
Yeah, whose idea was it to come in here?
This is definitely the coolest place to park.
This was my idea.
I can't believe they let me. Like every time I try to go on one of those, they fucking like, too wide. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, we've literally created a traffic jam here. Goddamn gaijin. All right, we survived. We made it.
Yeah, so we finally got out of there. That dude was pissed. We definitely ruined that guy's day. Like,
Yeah.
He's gonna go home and like drink because of that. All right, so we just got done at Steak Shack or Shake Shack, whatever it's called.
It was okay.
It was pretty good. Solid American burger. So yeah, pretty good, successful day at Daikoku. A lot of cool cars. It's always a good time.
Saw our friend Yohei.
Yeah, I saw Yohei.
He's going to be drifting T1 lights again this year.
Yeah.
Starting next month, end of next month. So hopefully we're going to be able to make that.
Hopefully. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day so far. So we're gonna start heading back. Me and Damien have both been up for like 24 hours so far, so it's about time to go to bed. And yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.